Hello, dear friends. Welcome to one more Enlightening Moments with Plenitude. Just as a quick refresher, we are here on YouTube and Facebook now on a weekly basis, having the opportunity to teach you how to do the gospel at home, which is when we're going to be reading a couple lessons from a couple different books in a very summarized way, but with a lot of intensity from our hearts, so that we can really connect to that lesson and learn from it, knowing that the seed that we plant in our readings during the day can be nourished at night in our souls. So after that, we all connect in this energy, this frequency, this vibration, where our elevated emotion that lives in our heart, connected to the elevated thought that is nourished by the learnings that we have just read, can actually flourish, and we can open our hearts up and we can actually connect. And any time that we do this exercise together, that we connect together, we actually elevate the frequency of that effort that we're making. In this case today, it's a vibration, it's a prayer, it's a way to be grateful and to be thankful for so much that we receive. So let's exercise gratitude together. You are invited. Prior to service. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. Jesus, in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 28. While in the company of the spirit of service, we shall always be well protected. The entire creation reaffirms this truth with absolute clarity. From the inferior kingdoms to the highest spheres, all things serve in their own time. The law of work, with its division and the specialization of tasks, is preponderant in the humblest elements of the various sectors of nature. These three will cure illnesses. That other one will produce fruit. There are stones that contribute to the construction of homes. Others serve as a foundation for road construction. The Father designated the planetary home to the human being, whereby each object is found in its proper place, merely awaiting the dignified effort and proper word, in order to teach mankind the art of service. If provided with the gunpowder designated to spark the energy, and if this gunpowder is utilized as an instrument of death to his fellow man, the earthly user is accountable, because the Supreme Being suggests that every action be in the practice of good, aiming the elevation and enrichment of all the values of the universal patrimony. Let us not forget that Jesus worked while he was among us. Let us examine the nature of his sacrificing service and learn from the Master the happiness of sanctifying service. You can start immediately. A hoe or a casserole constitutes an excellent way to begin. If you feel ill and unable to make a direct contribution, you can still commence by helping in the moral edification of your brothers and sisters. The Gospel according to Spiritism, chapter 4. No one can see the kingdom of God unless he's born again. This is a wonderful chapter that's filled with lessons that teach us about the difference between resurrection and reincarnation, if family ties are strengthened by reincarnation, but severed by a single existence, and what do the spirits teach us. And I chose a chapter that a lot of people may have questions about it. So we're going to read today the item 25, where Kardec asks the spirits the following question. Is incarnation a punishment, and are only guilt spirits subject to it? The passage of spirits through corporeal life is necessary so that they may accomplish, with the help of physical action, the designs whose execution God has entrusted to them. This is necessary for them because the activity they are obliged to perform needs the development of their intelligence. God, being supremely just, must regard all his children equally. That is why he gives all of them the same starting point, the same aptitude, the same obligations to fulfill, and the same freedom to act. Any privilege would be a preference, and any preference an injustice. But incarnation is nothing for all spirits but a transitory state. It is a task that God imposes on them upon their entry into life as the first test of the use they will make of their free will. Those who eagerly fulfill this task quickly and less painfully clear their first degree of incarnation and enjoy the fruits of their labor sooner. On the other hand, those who make bad use of the freedom that God has granted them delay their advancement. It is thus that by their obstinacy they may prolong indefinitely the need to reincarnate. If that happens, one could call that a punishment. So the same lesson can be actually explained by us when we are children or we are in college and we go to school. And if we, for some reason, are negligent or lazy, we may not be able to learn the lessons that our teachers are trying to pass to us, and we fail, which means we have to do it again. On the earth school, we as spirits have to go one step at a time. So each reincarnation could be one of those steps that we're going to be evolving different aspects of our soul, our spirits. We definitely cannot accomplish everything in one incarnation, but having the understanding that every single step is important, and that anytime I consciously move forward towards the light, I am expediting any suffering I may encompass. I have a desire to do so. So that's the beauty of the doctrine. The doctrine teaches us what is next, and it fulfills our soul into hope, desire, and action. Because in doing that, we can feel that we are part of the divine creation. We can move towards the light, knowing that everything is right, but as I am a part of it, I need to have my own desire, my own movement, my own action to move and to get there faster. So to conclude our lesson tonight, let's just reflect upon what Emmanuel told us that is prior to service, and we're talking about the law of work. The law of work is fundamental for us to move forward. Reincarnation is fundamental for us to become eternal beings that are like God. So we need that tool to grow. Think about it, knowing that every single thing on earth, from a stone to a tree to a human being, is in a process of evolution. So now that we received so much through these teachings, knowing that it will flourish it even more when we go to sleep, let's connect. Let's take the best of us. Take a deep breath. And as you nourish your heart, we can open the doors. Being so grateful for this amazing energy that we're able to share. Being so grateful for the mentors of Plenitude, for our mentors that never leave us alone. They're always available to us. Grateful for this planet, for our food, for our family, our co-workers, our brothers and sisters that we meet on our journeys. Some that make us see the worst part of us. Some that make us see the very best part of us. Grateful for those that allow us to exercise fraternity and love. Grateful for any opportunity we have to grow as we fulfill the love work. Grateful for life. And because we receive so much, Father, it's time to give. So let's know, see, imagine, feel the divine sparkle that each one of us has in our hearts. Let's lighten it up and let's put it together, imagining a big bubble of an amazing energy that is so shiny that our human eyes has a difficult time seeing it. This energy is exponentiated because it's the connection of all of us. Let's ask our mentors, our guardian angels, the mentors of Plenitude, to take it where is most needed tonight. Let's ask them to make it a blanket for those that have no shelter, to nourish the food for those that have little or none to eat, to enlighten those that are sick of the spirit, to heal those that are sick of the body, to inspire our scientists to bring solutions for the problems we face on Earth nowadays, to guide our politicians to make good decisions, and that, with that and much more, knowing that they can really take this energy and support every single creation in this planet. We ask them as well to hold on our hands when we go to sleep, because we make the choice to walk with them to the spiritual realm so that we can continue learning the lesson that we studied tonight. And then we'll be here again. Until next week, so be it.